Hey friends, and welcome to another episode of Coach's Corner. Today's question comes from a friend and connection on LinkedIn, and her question is pretty simple and I think pretty common. How do you maintain your self-confidence when you are put down at work? Who's that happened to before? And it's not easy, is it? And so I wanted just to talk about 5 things. There's probably tons more, but there were 5 key things that I thought of when I wanted to give some guidance to this person and to anyone else who might be experiencing this. First of all, I want you to acknowledge your feelings. That's an F word for some people, feelings, especially in the workplace, but you don't need to leave your feelings at the door when you cross the threshold into your workplace. And so if you're angry or upset or sad, kind of acknowledge it and label that as part of you that's feeling that way right now. And I think there's just even acknowledging it, I know, just acknowledging it gives the space for it to sort of to move beyond. The second thing, once you've done that, is I want you to ask yourself, is it even true? So the put down, is it even true? And so I'd like you to think about evidence that you have that is true or it's not true. And then thirdly, even if it is slightly true, usually it's more about the other person than it is about you. As crappy as it is to still hear this, it's usually more about them than it is to do with you. The fourth thing is you've got to make a choice. You've either got to move on from it genuinely, like you've actually thought through, this is not true, and this is why, and this is about them, it's not about me, and you move on. Or if you can't move on from it in that way, it's in your best interest to approach them. Perhaps you've misunderstood. Perhaps there's been a miscommunication, and when you approach them and let them know that when you said this, it made me feel like this, or it had this negative impact on me, can we talk about it? That opens the door for sort of reconciliation or some sort of dialogue or communication to bridge the gap. So that's the moving on from it piece. And then the 5th piece of advice, which is maybe more like a 4C, it's like ABC of this last, the C of this last suggestion I just gave, is if this is an ongoing thing, so let's say that it is something that you're consistently getting from the same person, this might be a time where you enlist the help of a colleague, a manager, or HR. So there's my kind of like down and dirty guidance on what to do in a situation where you've been put down at work. I hope this helps. Let me know what you think. And any other listeners out there who wish to add their 2 cents, I'd love to see it in the comments below. Thanks, friends. Bye.